Hello everybody, how are you doing today? Today is gonna be a little bit of a dramatic story time. Here we go. So me and my partner, well, we play Destiny, right? And we had been playing Destiny for a little bit. I was new to it. I was getting used to it. We would occasionally play with our friend who we know. My partner has been friends with this person a long time. So we know this person, at least my partner does, right? We meet a new person, which happens, when you're playing online. Destiny is a first-person shooter game, and it's online, and so you meet people, and that's how that happens, right? They're super cool right off the bat. Like, where did this person even come from? They're so nice. We learned that he's younger than us. I'm 27, right? 21. And so, we refer to him as kid. We were like, he's a nice kid. We are in Michigan, okay, for reference. We learned that he lives in Canada. We were like, okay, that's cool. You're like super close, technically. Like, we could just hop on a plane real quick or a train or something, and we could all hang out in person. Like, that'd be really cool. Because we started to really like this kid. Okay, he was so patient. He was so nice. He was so, like, he would spend hours helping me get through missions. Just me, hours. It's just crazy. Like, he was cool with being on my streams. He was cool with everything. He never made any weird remarks. We never got any weird, like, we would be in a party. We as a group would join other people playing, right? And sometimes it would be like kids. And he wouldn't ever make any weird remarks. He would never insult them if they were being belligerent or crazy, if that was happening. He never. So we fast forward a little bit. I'm a little bit better at the game, probably a little average. And he's like really, really good at this game, by the way. He's really good at mini games as well. And this doesn't, if like you're not a gamer who plays online with other people, it's hard as fuck to come by people that are super cool, that play at the same times as you, that you would want to add on social media. Like, that kind of bond online doesn't happen often. And so a few months go by, we are still playing, but it's like dying down a little bit, but we're still playing pretty frequently. He'll express to us like that he was over at his parents' house, he was at his mom's, he was hanging out with his mom, he was talking to his mom about this and this and this. Like, my kids would get on the headset and talk to him. We didn't share a lot of details, okay? Like, it wasn't crazy like that. There was a point where I was like, he's really cool. He is really cool, but we don't know him. He knows a lot about us, just our general dynamic. We have 2 kids. One of them wakes up all the time because we'd be playing at night. You just got the general dynamic, like what my partner was doing for work, what I was doing, but we didn't know much about him. He never added us on social media, even when we would suggest it. When my partner said that they suggested it at least twice, and he never added us. We didn't know his name for like the longest time. We were like, okay, what is your name? Because it's not your username. Because people call each other by their usernames out of respect. There was one time we were playing randomly. Someone joins the party. We're on an Xbox party and someone joins our party, and if you know anything about that, like, you can't just join a party. At least I don't think you can. You have to be friends with someone in said party. And so someone joined, and it wasn't any of my friends, wasn't any of my partner's friends. If our other friend that we do know was playing with us at the time, it wasn't their friend either. Nobody recognized it. And even this guy We're gonna call him Phil. Phil acted like, yeah, I have no idea who that was. I don't know. But we didn't think anything of it. It was just like a weird, like, because it was in and out so fast. Like, they didn't even get a chance. They were in and out of the party very fast. We didn't think anything of it. Time goes by. And Phil, we noticed, is drinking a lot. And this was coming into December, like going in towards the end of the year. We're like, he's drinking a lot. At least, and my partner was playing with him a lot by themselves or with our friend that we do know. We'll call him Steve. They were all playing, my partner Steve and Phil were all playing the game together, and I was kind of weaning off of it and going into Sims a little bit more. I was getting into my Sims a little bit because, you know. And so my partner is like, Phil is drinking a lot. Like, every time we play, he's like drunk or drinking or is about to drink. So that was kind of weird. We were like, I wonder what he's going through. Like, that sucks. Because he was always very supportive with any of our problems. And then out of nowhere, he was like, I'm not going to be on anymore or as much anymore or something like that. I don't remember if he said, because he told my partner, not me, because I wasn't really playing anymore. So he like messaged them on Xbox and was like, I'm not gonna be online for a while or something like that. I don't know if he said I'm not doing good or what, but it was just that. And then he was gone. Poof. And then we stopped playing pretty much. Like, our friend Steve still plays, and for a little while there they weren't playing, but they started playing again. I started playing again, mainly just to stream it because I am more into Sims right now. I log onto my account finally after a long time, and I see that I have a message from somebody that I don't know. I'm not gonna give y'all the username. And the message was from the 5th of January, and it was just a couple days ago that I finally read it. Probably like the 27th I read it, I think. So I was like, fuck. But they had been seen 21 hours ago. So I messaged them back. They messaged me, and their message said, I bet you're wondering what happened to Phil. But they used his username, not his name. And I was like, yeah, dude, of course. What the fuck? Like, of course. I'm curious. Like, what the fuck do you mean? And for clarification, my partner, who was last playing with them, played with them longer. They had more of a connection than me and Phil did, because they knew the game more than I did, and so they connected more on that. And obviously, I'm spoken for technically, so like me and him getting close would have been weird anyways. So like, my partner didn't receive said message, Steve didn't receive said message, but I did. Me. Automatically, there was a lot of questions, like, what? I responded, yeah, you know, like, yeah, ... And they said, look up Phil, and then Phil's last name in city in Canada. So I immediately turned to my partner and I was like, look up Phil what's his face in what's its city, Canada. They searched it up, and bitch, he was indeed a fucking and I did not know. The case is so fresh at this point that we don't have a lot of details. We don't know exactly what it was that that happened, but we do know that it was CP. Okay, we do know that. And that enough is good enough to call him this, I feel. Even if he's a kid in my mind, even if he's 21 and let's say the person is 16. That's still, yeah, you're rooming. You know what I'm saying? Either way, problemo. Because I replied, and I asked him things like, why me? And he was, and this person that was messaging me was like, because I joined a party and I saw you were playing. I know that you guys were playing with him after we exiled him from our group. I joined the party to expose him and he kicked me from it. The person that joined him, our party, Phil immediately cut them off before they could say anything. Why they would still be friends, I don't know. Like, why they would be friends on Xbox, I don't know. The person was like making it like it's a joke, like it was really just for jokes, but I wanted to also fill you in, you know, because I confirmed. I was like, CP, that's what you're trying to tell me? And he was like, well, that's not what he said. That his message said, unfortunately, yes. So that in my brain, he's like, that's unfortunately, yes. You know what I'm saying? So naturally, me and my partner are like, anger, confusion, anxiety. And then there's, I'm not surprised. I'm surprised, but I'm not surprised. Men. Yes, women too. Okay, let's be clear. Women do things that are also horrible, but it is just statistically so much more unlikely. And if it happens to you from a woman, I'm so sorry. It really is not all women, okay? Because we don't have the right to vote or get a divorce or get half of everything after the divorce because of men. We have that ability because of feminism. If he hits you, well, domestic abuse is different in the United States. At least in my state that I used to live in, if you got hit, they wouldn't do shit. So that's not really that's not really the same, but we're working on it. I got hit and I almost got arrested for it because I couldn't calm down after being hit. It's like, if you don't calm down, I'm gonna take your ass to jail. That's pretty much the whole story. That's all I know right now, is that it's so fresh that he's just got convicted of it. The details aren't really online yet, I guess. So my partner told me that he printed things out, like he was talking to a 16-year-old and printed her photos out. But then they were like, I don't really know. It's so new, like I don't really understand. And I didn't see it with my own eyes, so I can't confirm, and I honestly don't want to look it up because it pisses me off. I let him talk to my kids. Like, whether it was a 16-year-old or a 6-year-old, it's still so disappointing. Well, you really don't know anybody. You don't know anybody. Because you don't know who you're talking to. Some people will travel and shoot you. Some people do have the ability to figure out where you live. Okay? It doesn't take much to figure out where you are based off your social media, your photos and what's in the background of your photos, you really don't know. So please be careful of what you do. I'm not the best at it, but if I can tell you anything from this, that's the lesson. It's definitely not that you shouldn't trust anyone for the rest of your life. That just don't make any damn sense. You're just gonna be alone and lonely. That's stupid. Humans need other humans, okay, bitch? Don't do that. But the lesson is definitely just to be cautious. We already are, right? Right? This is just a little reminder, just a little tea, just a little. Could have been so much worse. You know what I mean? Like, it could have been preying on my kids. Or honestly, me and my partner thought maybe he liked you. Maybe he was like, oh, she's married and I just can't have her, and she's married. She's older. At this point, we're like, I really kind of wish that was the case. Like, he realistically had no idea what I look like because we didn't follow each other on social media. We didn't know what this man looks like. It didn't even have a picture of him. So it's fresh. Anyways, that's the end of the story. Conclusion is there. If you guys are interested in following me on any of my other social media, I'm kind of funny most of the time. I feel I'm relatable, I'm raw. I have a TikTok, I have an Instagram, I have a YouTube, obviously. I have a Twitch account where I'm gonna be streaming Monday through Friday, bitch. I'm gonna be here 12 to 4. Hopefully things happen, you know. Like, I don't really know if I want to promote that on a video like this, but I have an OnlyFans if you guys are interested in seeing that side of me. But if not, it's totally cool. It's totally cool. It's totally fine if you only want to subscribe to me right here. It's fine. I understand. I'm watching, but I am judging. Okay. Bye now.